Alright, so we're back. We're doing our second video. We're actually going to start simming, so let's get right into it. It's only got the 15 minutes, so we're just going to simulate through the date and see what happens. So we got our 76ers all set up with our, I don't know, crappy looking roster. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so our head coach. Celtics are a bitter rivals. We must win. I think we should set our game plan. I just did it, so I'm not going to change it. Okay, Brett, you should be doing that. So let's see what happens. All right, so 0-1. Yeah, Celtics took us out there. So this is the only thing that kind of bugs me is there's a lot of loading times. But all right, as a first-time general manager in this league, what are expectations for the 76ers? So the press is always kind of asking you stuff. So I want to build a dynasty. So I'm going to say we're going to build a dynasty. See what they say. Got to keep it up. My intent is to build a perennial championship contender. Yeah, that sounds like it. Holy smoke. So the reporters like me, opposing gyms, a lot of people like it, except for the owner and the staff. But you know what? Live with it. If you guys don't want to win, why are you here? So I think it's going to be a rough year for Philly. There's our first win, beat Cleveland. Um, it's something where I think we're going to try and build through the draft. We got some good young players. All right, so we got a trade offer. Looks kind of, yeah, decline it for now. I like a lot of the trades that I see. If it's for a big name player, I'll go for it. But usually I'm the one that's going to be, looking for a trade. All right, so this is for our scouting. I'm going to do this really quick. So usually I pick the prospects just so I know exactly who I'm looking at. I'll usually go to just the draft projection ranking, go over and just click a bunch of them. So I think we have like maybe 10 or 12 of them. So we're just going to get all of those guys in there. So we're basically scouting the first, like the top 10 guys, projected anyway, which it looks like that's where we're going to end up, just based on our 3-8 start. All right, what's coming on here? Press conference. How satisfied am I with the staff, top to bottom? You know what? I'm not very satisfied. I'm going to just kind of blow it up and say changes are going to be needed. So roster changes and ages. The needs for our various staff need to change as well. We'll be looking for some upgrades when the time comes. Yeah, definitely. So our staff didn't like it. Our owner says, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So we got to get the right people in here. So obviously, it's going to take some time. I know in the first video, I think I said in the third year I want to win, but it doesn't look like it. 5 straight. Something isn't working here. Any idea what it is? I could really blow it up here. It's not me because I just took this team over. The staff already hate me. Let's say it's the players. So let's just throw all them under the bus. Make some big moves. So yeah, the fan interest went down, the players went down, but the coaches and the reporters like me now. So it's all right. It's a learning curve. A lot of these players are only at 70, which is kind of like average for morale. So it's not a big deal right now. I'm not too worried about a lot of that stuff. Just kind of want to get through the first season and see how everything goes. My trainer is whatever. A lot of the times the trainer will go if you have like a couple days where you don't play, all your players kind of get rested up. You can see that one of our players is complaining about our training intensity. That's fine. I'm not going to change it unless a ton of them are bugging me. And usually it's bench players because they don't play a lot. All right, Karl Anthony Towns. I literally never make changes with this stuff. All right, so because I'm at, let's go with price changes. I almost have all of those. Jaleel Okafor believes practices are too easy and he wants to discuss raising intensity. Okay, so because Jaleel Okafor is going to be one of our franchise players, let's make him happy. So we're going to go in here and actually talk to him. So that's one of the cool things you can do in this game. Okay, I bet you never thought you'd hear this from a player, but the practice intensity we've got going is totes McEasy. Okay, so let's promise to increase the intensity. So you see how his morale went up, so we're keeping him happy, but we have to follow through with it. So let's go to our training. Let's do team training right now. Oh, actually, no one's training at all, so that is probably why. Rest before back-to-back. Yes, rest after. Rest before, no, that's fine. We'll do that. Physical, we'll go, I think there's a team one in here. Oh, maybe not. We'll go balanced. Tactical, we'll go balanced. Fundamental, we'll go balanced for now. And then there's also a thing here, so that's fine. It's kind of all the way around, so we definitely increased the training intensity. Let's see if that does anything. I doubt it. Let's keep on simming. 4 and 11. All right. I knew it was going to be like this. Our chemistry isn't actually too bad, to be quite honest with you, for losing this many games at 77%. Head scout. All right, so let's see our report. I always look at it. It makes their morale go up, so I'll pick the prospects again. The basic thing that you want to do is at least get the first round guys. So you can see right here, everything is the percentage that they're scouted. So obviously this guy, Willard Gordon, he actually jumped up because he wasn't in our top 10. A lot of these guys actually jumped up. So the projections always change. So the more that you scout, the more that you know about your players. And it really helps during the draft and knowing where you should, be picking. So we've lost 6 in a row. There we go. Okay, we snapped a losing streak. I want to definitely win some games, but it won't it won't hurt my feelings if we're last in the league. We're going to be a lottery team, and that's something that's cool. Is you can't just bomb and have the #1 pick. Sometimes you move down to like even 3 and 4. So it's interesting. It keeps it where you can maybe get that stud player even if you're not last. So if we're in the bottom 4 or 5, I think we'll be fine. Which area of my team am I currently most pleased with? Not a whole lot. So I don't know. They're making me pick one. It's gonna tire pump somebody. So you know what? Let's do starting lineup. So they liked it. That's fine with me. Should technically make them play a little better, but I guess not. Our fan interest is around 82% right now. That's something different too. And I think a lot of this is skewed because I have all of my badges. Mostly all of the upgrades. See the players we scouted. So there's going to be a lot of this scouting stuff. So I'm not going to bore us with that. We'll go through, before the draft, just kind of who we should be looking at. Scout all our guys here. Our scout likes that we're actually looking at his reports. Yep. So it's not looking good for Philly. What do we got here? Yeah, this looks kind of like a sideways trade to me. That's something I want to do there. Yeah, we're losing to teams like the Bucks. That's training intensity. You know what, Isaiah? That's fine. Just keep doing your thing. It's fine with me. Joel Embiid in a first. We're not giving up our first round pick. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be a high pick, so I'm actually going to throw it here on the untouchables. So Okafor is on there. Let's add our pick. Oh boy, we have actually 3 first round picks. Ooh, the Lakers too. That's going to be probably a good pick too. It should be. I'm going to add all our picks in there. The Heat one's going to be maybe a little bit lower, so maybe we can actually take that one off. So the Lakers, let's actually check out where they are in the standings. Let's go conference. West, ooh yeah, they're right at the bottom with us, so we're going to have a couple pretty good picks. We're actually beating Washington, which is surprising to me. Let's just leave it on this team status. Let's keep going. A lot of these simming ones during the season, I'm just going to try and fly through it. Whatever, consider trading Jahlil Okafor. Not a chance. He is completely untouchable. So he's going to like that. So his loyalty is way up. The fans liked it. So he's definitely our cornerstone. So he's not going to be going anywhere. We're going to try and develop him as much as we can. I've played other GM modes, and he does end up being, if you develop him right, he ends up being an absolute stud, just a beast. So, DeMarcus Cousins, not like it's gonna matter. Brett Brown. All right, Lakers. I mean, technically, this one, either one of us could lose this one, and it'll be fine. Basically, we gotta keep losing. I'd like to win, but it's not really gonna do us any good this year. Okay, more scouting. Thanks, James Graham. You're doing a great job, James Graham. So I think our scout was actually good. He was just, I think it was like lazy, so he didn't do as many scouts as I wish he would. I think it's like, you can usually get an extra 2. Jahlil Okafor raised concerns about the training intensity again. Ooh. All right, Jaleel. Let's talk about it. I just raised it, but if you want to go a little higher, we can. Main thing is try and keep them happy. So let's promise we're gonna make it more now. And we're gonna have to go back into our training here and see what's going on. So our team training. Let's look at the player training and see what he's looking at. Am I? Alright, player training. Jalen Okafor is fresh. He's pleased. So, let's see. You know what? Let's make our home intensity high. See how that goes. Hopefully it doesn't piss him off too much if it doesn't really do anything, but alright, so we lost to the Lakers. We are really throwing away a lot of games here. Oh, so we're gonna look definitely at any expiring contracts of guys that were not going to be back. We're gonna be dealing them for some draft picks. So definitely I want a good draft this year. I want to get some definite building blocks of guys that can kind of grow with our core. So our core guys, Okafor I think was like only 20 years old. Smith and Weems for Jeremy Lin. No, that's fine. Leave it for now. Oh, a 2-game win streak. Oh, see, we broke a promise. So there's some stuff with this that I'm not 100% sure why this is an issue. Because Okafor's saying we broke a promise. Well, you know what? We'll do the got your back pitch. We've got one, so. The training intensity. That's the one thing that in every single one that we start, it usually kind of backfires on me. If I promise somebody, team focus. Well, let's make it a little more physical then, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, more. Perfect. Let's keep it like that. So we'll keep Okafor happy, hopefully. I mean, I know we just broke a promise to him, so he's probably not too pleased about that. Let's see what he's saying right now. So here we go. Yeah, he wants to stick around in Philly. I mean, his contract's probably a rookie deal. Definitely, yeah. We got him under contract for the next 4 seasons. So 79, he's going to be one of those guys that we're going to keep around, definitely, like I've been saying. Where's his grades? Yeah, so I think he's an A+ potential. He's going to be amazing. Nerlens Noel is our best player, but I think he's probably coming off the bench. Or we have him starting at power forward, which is, yeah, I think definitely a possibility unless Landry's in there. So we got a lot of guys that are just 75s. Let's check out the contract screen just before the video ends and see who we got here. So do I really need to re-sign, any of these guys? No, and I can't because they're all ineligible. I wouldn't be, we'll try and find some trade partners for these guys. I don't think we're really going to get a whole lot for any of them. Even looking at potential, I mean, yeah, Smith is a pretty decent player. I mean, they're all just B. They're just going to end up being what they are. Basically, at age 27, and he's a B potential. That's kind of what he's going to be. I've seen guys grow where they were like 33 and an A+ potential, and they keep growing. But other than that, not so much. So let's look at the conference right now. Raptors are leading it, so we're actually like not doing too bad compared to the Bucks and them. So anyway, we're gonna keep losing, so we'll pick it up next time.